Welcome to the Sparkrock video, providing a single truth. When it comes to organizations leveraging older solutions, what we often find is there are silos of information everywhere. So whether it is finance, HR, payroll, scheduling, time entry, budgeting, a lot of organizations are dealing with multiple databases and having to somehow share information back and forth by exporting it and passing along to other teams without much lower insight than kind of those summary numbers being passed back and forth. There's also information overload from this sharing without the context of where are these numbers coming from, how did you get to this point, without actually going over and speaking to that team or asking for direct access to the database. It's difficult to get a good understanding of where these numbers are coming from, how they were justified, and really how to input them into your current solution. There's also poor data security, again, from having to share so much information, having information that's key to your day-to-day activities locked away in another solution. It's difficult to get the appropriate security level that's needed for your day-to-day activities. How our solution helps is we are a fully integrated ERP solution, so finance, HR, payroll, scheduling, and employee centers. And we have relevant financial data that is accessible to individuals throughout the organization, providing the appropriate security. And if I myself am a finance individual, I can quickly get to scheduling, payroll, HR information, again, if I have the appropriate security. And because it is a singular database, information isn't having to be exported, manipulated, and sent out to other teams or individuals. It is a single secure database where information is just referenced through the system as opposed to having it outside your security wall. So taking a quick look at this, I am currently in the accounting manager role center. You can see very finance focused, so expense claims by status, POs pending approval, bank recs to post, deposits to post as well. And so quickly drilling over to the chart of accounts, again, as a finance focused role center, I can get to this information quickly and easily. Drilling down on high level information here, currently able to see budgets, commitments, actual budget available, and then the actual overall balance. From here, I could filter down onto any of these accounts, or I could actually drill down directly on these numbers. Again, providing a much deeper insight to maybe somebody who doesn't interact with the chart of accounts on a day-to-day basis. I can go right to the actual entries by clicking on this number here, and then seeing all of the associated entries that roll up to that office supplies account. I can then apply additional filters at any time. Again, maybe doing a little investigation myself to try to find something specific, and can filter on any field associated with this entry. So if we want to go, maybe I know it's in department 100, and I know I want to check for any entries that are over a certain amount. So let's say I want to look at the ones that are greater than $2,000. And you can see the amounts on the right-hand side here. And now, again, being able to kind of go down as deep as I need to, based off what I'm looking for, I notice a little bit of an outlier right here. In a standard mix of 2,000 to 3,000 entries here, there is one that comes out to 18,000. And if I want to see everything associated with this specific entry, I can click the navigate in the top left-hand corner, and that will find all associated information with the database that ties to this GL entry. So I can see a document associated with it, the posted purchase invoice, 2 GL entries, 2 tax entries, 1 vendor ledger entry, and 1 detailed vendor ledger entry as well too. And if I want to look at the actual posted purchase invoice, I can look at that exact record here to see, okay, this is why it's a bit of an outlier. It's for a new office setup, and I can even review the receipt right here just to verify that everything is good. So I can review the Staples receipt. So all document management, all related records quickly and easily found within the database by just adding a couple filters and drilling down in the areas that I have security access to. So if we close out of this and get a different perspective, if I want to look something HR focused, we can look up salaries. Again, providing I have the appropriate security, I can drill down on these actuals and view all the entries in the exact same way I was looking up the office supplies, filter and assort information however I need to within the database, and I can drill down and navigate through the system like we saw before, but what you'll notice now is it's actually pulling in the payroll ledger entries here. So I can see all of the deductions associated with this run. So drilling over to HR information is just as easy as I would navigate to the financial information that I have access to as well. So within our solution, quickly getting to different areas is from one department to the next, from finance to purchasing to HR to payroll to scheduling. It's just as easy as kind of navigating your own personal area. And by no means is it limited to the finance HR example that I showed right there. If I click on the departments on the bottom, you can see a variety of different areas of functionality. So I can go over to payroll, I can quickly drill to HR, I can go over to scheduling, I can review the assets, all within a simple menu structure without having 10, 12 clicks or having to ask for a spreadsheet from a different team.